Hey Scrappy friends, this is Mags from MagsGraphics, and today I want to show you one of my new products that's releasing on June 13th, 2025. Last year, Forever introduced enhanced digital art, which has really been a game changer for your layouts. And I had already done a set of enhanced photo clusters, and this is the Everyday Enhanced Photo Clusters Set 2. So if you take a look, here's your overview. There are 20 of them, and as a grouped item, it is each is approximately 11 inches tall. So I'm going to hide this one and show you what we've got over here. When you go to your Embellishments tab and choose the Everyday Enhanced Photo Clusters Set 2, you'll be able to see that all of them start with the word group. And you can also see a small red number on each. This is so that you know how many photo drops are in that cluster in case you have an idea of how many you might need. This has more photo drops than I typically do because sometimes you have so many photos and you'd like to use all of them, but you don't want to spread it out over 4 different layouts. So I'm going to add one to the page right now. This first one, I'm going to right click and add to page. And when it comes on, it is a grouped element. You can ignore anything over here. This must be some old stuff that I had on my page before. I'm going to right click and go to grouping, ungroup. And right away, I can take the 13 and either move it off the page or delete it. And you see that I have many different photo frames along with a little spot for journaling and a shape of plain white piece of paper underneath to be used as a journal mat. Any of these can be resized. If you want them to be bigger or smaller, maybe you need this one to be wider. Maybe you don't need as many and you want to delete a few of them. That is always an idea that you can do. Maybe you need just part of these in the corner and you want more journal space. We could hide this one and then expand the journaling shape and text. And now you've got a larger space for journaling and we could fill in this spot here. So each of these just have a lot of possibilities for filling. And just so you can see how easy it is, we went on a trip to Europe last month to visit our son who is working there. And I have a lot of photos of one of the cathedrals. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to make a layout for them, but just to show you how easy it is. Of course, you can add your photos from the Photos tab. I often just drag directly from Windows Explorer. So when I find something, I drag it over until it highlights yellow and then let it fill the page. And I can increase it, zoom in, I can change the size. Different from the first set of enhanced photo clusters, all of the circles that you see now have strokes around them instead of a separate mat underneath. Just a little upgrade since the last time I had made these. So as you see, it's easy to drag and drop in. I'm going to lock my background and select all and delete and show you some of the other clusters that are in there. So the first few will handle 12 or 13 photos. Then we have this fun one that will hold 25 different photos. If you want to make some adjustments, we're still going to right click, grouping, ungroup, move that out of the way. Maybe you want to use some journaling in here. All you would need to do is either click on them and move them out of the way to use again or delete. And now you've got a great space for journaling. Maybe you want to make that adjustment down here. Same idea, move out of the way whatever you don't want to use. And then you can make your journal spot down there. You'll also find one with 36 photos, same jaunty placement. And another one with 36 photos. This one would make a very fun cover page or beginning. This one has some subgroups in it. If I ungroup it, you would have so many different sizes and bits so that I have some subgroups over here. And you can tell that because they say the word group on them. So this item right here, this set, and this set. And when you're ready, you can go again to grouping, ungroup, grouping, ungroup. And now you can move out or adjust just the ones that you want to. But at least having them in some subgroups makes it a little bit easier to manage. Here is another one with 36. This one has more of a jauntier tilt to it. It's especially neat if you have some landscape photos or close-up nature photos and you want to show all of them and then maybe have your journaling in the center. Or if you need more journaling, we can just pull this center section out. We can enlarge this. And now you can do your journaling inside of there. Also in this pack, we have 65. Same idea. There are some subgroups within here that you can see when you go to the side and you see that there are subgroups. This set is in a subgroup, this set, and the outer set. So you have a lot of adjustments that you can make with this. Whether you're just using that many, maybe you want to resize this down so they're not overlapping, but still using them. You could always take this, turn it before you ungroup it, then ungroup it. It's good to keep it together until you really have the placement that you want. Then you can ungroup it. Let's go down here. After you get past those with many, we're going to have feature photos with some cascading or extra bonus pieces. So in this case, we start with a rectangle and have some little clusters at either corner. Of course, if you ungroup, you could delete this center one and just use all of this center area for journaling. We've got one here with a circle and some cluster photos underneath. I also have one with a heart and some cluster photos underneath that. Here's one with a star. And the same idea, when you ungroup it, you are able to adjust the size any which way that you want. If you wanted another star, you could copy and paste it. You could fill it with paper, or you could keep it as a photo drop. You just have so many options with all of this. Continuing down, we'll have another version of a rectangle with some extra photos around it. Then we get to some different collages. We have a heart scatter collage, which can be really fun, either with the same photo inside or close-up pictures. Maybe you're on a beach and you want to do little pictures of the sunsets going around. That could be very striking. We also have this one with the jaunty perimeter and a large area inside for journaling. Other ideas, though, maybe you don't need this many. We could delete this and maybe delete these. And now you've got a big spot with just the photos that you need. And you can always make them bigger, make some adjustments. It just gets you started. And it's as easy as adding in a background paper, a couple of elements, and your journaling, and then your layouts are finished. And that's the goal with these, is to just make your life easier to be able to do some layouts quicker. Here's one with the perimeter of hearts. And you'll also find two diagonal sets, this long one where you can add your journaling or embellishments on either side. And then finally, this one, another direction. So you have a lot of possibilities with the everyday photo clusters set 2. And you'll find these in the store along with all of my other enhanced art. I know you will have a good time with these, and I really can't wait to see what you make. Thanks a lot.